Mutual Benefit Corporation, or CRMBC for short. It's a self-insured group formed by restaurant owners designed to help fellow restaurant owners. Kaya Stanley with CRMBC joins us this morning. Kaya, appreciate your time here. We've had two major natural disasters just in the past 4 months, Lynn and then now the wildfires in California to start off January. What should business owners keep in mind when filing insurance claims, homeowners alike too?
Well, it's important to understand the reason why these disasters are going to have this ripple effect and are going to impact rates. The main reason you have to keep in mind is that insurance companies, the reason we have a shared risk pool where we collect the premiums from the many to cover the losses of the few. And when usually that works great, but when you have a natural disaster, it upsets the balance because the insurance companies are paying out more than they're used to paying. So both business owners and homeowners can expect their rates to go up. So it's very important that they are looking at their policies, they're talking to their brokers, and they are making sure that they have the coverage that they need to. If they already experienced the loss, they need to be filing their claims right away. They need to be taking videos to the extent that they still can and communicating with their agent.
Any immediate steps that homeowners should take right after their property is impacted by a winter storm? Like, what would be some things that maybe some people don't think of right away?
The biggest thing is most people don't realize that they're underinsured. So they need to call their agent and make sure that they have the proper coverage for full guaranteed replacement cost of their property and that their policy includes all the correct endorsements. So if they did have a total loss and they had to rebuild, that the coverage included coverage for the current codes and ordinances, because sometimes people got their valuation 10, 20 years ago and didn't update it, and then they may have done a remodel or the ordinances have changed. So the cost to rebuild today could be twice as much, or in the case of California, orders of magnitude more to rebuild. So that's the most important thing I can say to people right now is go look at your policy and make sure that you have the proper coverage.
Okay, we only have about 30 seconds, but I want to get this in really quickly. What are some common mistakes that people make when they're filing their insurance claims, and how can we avoid that?
One of the biggest mistakes is not having, well, for people that already didn't do this, it's going to be sad, but for people moving forward, make sure that you have videos of the things in your home and the things in your business, and making sure that your policy is up to date, making sure that it has the right coverages, and it's going to be tough for a lot of people because there's a lot of people that are going to be rebuilding at the same time. So there's going to be a shortage on the cost of raising the cost of materials and a shortage of labor. So it's going to be very challenging.
I have to imagine those photos, those videos, something we should all be keeping in mind, as we go into this new year.
Good tips.
Kaya Stanley with CRMBC, thank you so much for coming on to Fox Weather First Weekend and sharing those tips.
Thank you.
Look at that. We take you across the pond. The historic storm that blanketed the south